All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Link to the Cure. I am back again after that Link's Awakening run. So this time around, we are playing New Super Mario Bros. 2. Very excited for this. This is one of my favorite speedruns to do. And this time I am joined with...
Me. That's me, Ander. Hi.
So yeah, this is New Super Mario Bros. 2. Very excited for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The timer doesn't start until I start moving on the map, which means I have to get past this 50-second intro cutscene, which is fine because that'll give me time to explain the run. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then I will start the timer when I reach the map. So here we go. Okay, this is New Super Mario Bros. 2, and the category is All Castles. So All Castles is a category where we do every world as fast as we can. It's kind of similar to another category that we have in this game called Warpless, but All Castles is a very different run in comparison to Warpless. There's a lot of unique strategies, and I'm very excited for it. This is definitely one of my favorite categories because there's a lot of tricks and strategies that aren't shown off in most other categories of the game. So yeah, time's about to begin pretty soon. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so starting off in 1-1, so to go through the main route of the game, we go through worlds 1 through 6. Now, there are 3 bonus worlds of this game, which are Mushroom and Flower World and Star World. To do Mushroom and Flower World, I have to use a warp cannon in order to get to those worlds, and then the third world, which is Star World, in order to unlock that, I have to beat the game, as well as get 90 star coins. So, what you'll be seeing me do throughout this run is, throughout every level that I'm doing, I am going out of my way to get star coins. I'm not getting every single star coin. I don't need every star coin, but I am getting 90 of the fastest star coins in the game. For this run, I'm actually getting 95 because we will be spending the extra 5 on something that will save a bit of time. Yeah, so we'll be getting 95 of the fastest star coins of the run here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire flower here because I'm gonna need it right here at this part. Just go on and shoot a bunch of fireballs, and then a Mega Mushroom will appear, which will turn me giant, and then I can crush a lot of things that are in my path. And this is needed in order to get this third star coin here. Okay, very nice. Okay, so coming up in 1-3. No audio.
That's what I've been looking at too. I'm not getting any audio from the stream itself.
Oh. That's not good.
I'll reach out on the panel. Oh. Okay, they're working on it. They're good.
Okay, so anyway, so 1-3 is going to introduce the main power-up of the game, which is the Super Leaf. So the Super Leaf is a returning power from Super Mario Bros. 3, where just like in Super Mario Bros. 3, if you run at full speed, you get P-Speed, and with P-Speed, I can fly. Oh, come on. When I'm flying, as you can see right here, I'm doing this trick known as spin flying. This works by simply mashing run and jump simultaneously, and it allows me to keep my speed while I'm flying, because normally when I'm flying, I lose all my speed while I'm flying, but by spinning and flying at the same time, I'm able to keep my speed, and it makes a lot of tricks possible in this run. So coming into 1-Tower, this will be the first level where we're going to get a secret exit. And this secret exit is going to take us to the cannon, the first cannon level. And we're gonna go to Mushroom World right away. We're not gonna complete World 1 because it is faster to complete World 1 a bit later on. So we're going to go to get the secret exit, get the secret exit, which will take us to the cannon level, and then we'll go to Mushroom World, which would be our first of the 3 bonus worlds of the game.
There was an explanation I saw you do in another run that I watched about where do you hit the flag.
Oh yes, so I hit the flagpole on the 2,000 point mark, because Mario and the flagpole, they both stop, they move at different speeds, and you want them both to stop at the same time, and the 2,000 point mark happens to be that point where they stop at the same time, and that saves a few frames each time, and that adds up for however many levels we do in this run. So these cannon levels are auto runs, and during the auto run sections, I am getting I'm getting the red coin ring, which will spawn the 8 red coins. And when I get the 8 red coins, I will get a gold flower in my bottom screen inventory. And this gold flower is going to be used for a level later on here in Mushroom World. We're going to go to Mushroom Dash 1, and you know, the beginning right here has so far been pretty similar to the 80% run, but we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally you get the normal exit, because you try to beat the game as fast as you can in 80%, but this is not 80%, we're not trying to beat the game as fast as we can, we're trying to beat the world as fast as we can. So we're going to go and get the secret exit here, which will take us to a bit of a shortcut through the world in order to get to Mushroom Dash Castle quicker. And so the next level coming up, which is Mushroom A, is going to be the level where I'm going to be using the gold flower. So the way the gold flower works is it's pretty much a busted fire flower where I shoot these gold balls and it turns a lot of things into coins.
I don't think I've seen that one before. Like in one other game. Don't play a lot of Mario. There it is.
Okay, very nice. So yeah, as you can see with the gold flower, I'm able to shoot these spiky balls. Otherwise, without it, I would have to either awkwardly dodge around the spiky balls or like damage boosts, and it's not as efficient. After getting the gold flower, it turns me back into normal fire flower, as this is just a temporary power up, which is fine because I do want to equip my Super Leaf back on for pretty much a good majority of the run. So this is our first of many auto-scrollers. This game has quite a lot of auto-scrollers, which is a little bit unfortunate. So this would be a good time to explain the next level, actually, because there is quite a lot to explain in the next level with not really a whole lot of time. So you notice that when the gold flower appeared, or when the coin block appeared at some point, that coin block is another one of those temporary power-ups where if I grab it, then I have this coin block on my head, which I have right now, and when I move around with it, then coins appear. And after a certain number of coins, then the coin block will disappear. If I get hit while having the coin block, then I just lose the coin block without losing any of my power-ups. And that's exploited in a couple levels where we do damage boosts without losing any of our power-ups. And there is no animation for losing the coin block, so it's pretty much a free damage boost, which I'll be taking advantage of in the next level. So I'm going to go ahead and get P-Speed here, and with P-Speed, the P-meter actually depletes over time when I'm flying, but you notice that I'm doing all these jumps here, and that's because when I'm landing on the ground for about a few frames, then the P-meter actually goes back to full, so I'm able to keep P-Speed for essentially as long as I want, which is another one of those things that makes the tricks in this game possible. And I want to have P-speed towards the end of this level so I can fly over this wall. Otherwise, I gotta wait for it to lower down. And save a couple of seconds towards the end of this level. Alright, so yeah, the first castle of the run now, and again, this coin block that's been following me on the world map, I'm going to pick it up in this castle, and because there's one part where I'll have to wait for a bunch of flops, and with the coin block, I can just boost right through. Yep. Okay, and then fly over this swamp over here in order to get this second star coin. And then there is a really precise trick in the second part, hopefully I can get. Nice! So, you have just enough space there in order to build up P-speed. And that allows me to fly up to the third coin. Otherwise, normally you're supposed to go to the end and then build P-speed there in order to fly up to the third coin. So this saves like 6 seconds. So the boss of every castle is a Koopaling, which in this case is Larry Koopa. So normally, bosses in a lot of other Mario games, if you fight them the same way, then you will get the same results every single time. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually kind of waiting, and then when I know that Larry is about to come out of a shell, I kind of run to Larry. That way I can hit him as early as I can. In this fight, Larry does not come out of the shell on the same side that you're on, so I kind of just wait around the side. Because he will never come out, because if I'm hanging around the right side, he's never going to come out on the right, so I kind of did that fight pretty specifically. If I ran a bit too early, then his spinning motion takes longer. Alright, so going into World 3, this will be our this will be the first instance we're going to be chaining stars in this level. So when you're invincible, then some blocks will have a star if you hit them while having a star. So we're going to chain stars throughout this whole level here. Otherwise, this level's pretty annoying to do without the star, usually, with all these flying cheap-cheeps.
Is that a common thing for Mario? I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing amongst a lot of Mario games. Okay, so earlier in the run, you guys probably didn't hear it because the stream was muted in the beginning, but but the 5 extra star coins that I mentioned, I'm going to be spending it here because in this bottom part of the map, I can do 3-A, which is 1 level, whereas as you probably saw on the top, it's 2 levels, so 1 is better than 2 in this sense. And this will be the only point in the run where we're going to be spending star coins until we get to Star World at the end. So this is a bit of a somewhat of an auto-scroller. The gimmick behind this level is the currents are constantly pushing us forward.
The water level.
Yeah.
You take one of these moments too to call out the hat that Unchan is wearing.
What's that?
I just had to call out your hat because it's pretty excellent.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, there was I think it was a few years ago. I went on a trip to Universal, and there was Super Nintendo World opened, and I got this hat from Super Nintendo World at Universal.
Mario number 1.
And I really liked it, and I thought that maybe I could use this as a bit of a tradition in marathons when I run Mario games.
Let's go.
That's a good prop.
Yep. Because it wouldn't really be fun, you know, wearing this at just Universal, because I wouldn't know when next time I go back to Universal.
Or on the bus. I'd wear it on the bus.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Alright, so I took a bit of a detour here in the Mushroom House in order to get myself a mini mushroom, because the mini mushroom is required for the secret exit of this level. There is a mini mushroom pipe that you can't enter if you're not Mini Mario. So normally, as Mini Mario, you're very fragile, and the physics are really tough to control as you jump higher and you have lower gravity. But since this is the only point of the run where we're using the mini mushroom, the mini physics don't really get affected much in water. Nice. So what I just did right there was so some objects do not load until they are near the camera. So what I just did is I actually swam right through those 2 blocks before they spawned in the camera, and that saves 10 seconds in this level. And 10 seconds is, of course, pretty massive for this level because it's an auto-scroller, and we try to speed up auto-scrollers as much as we can. So, you're noticing I'm not picking up very many coins right now, and that's because I'm actually paying attention to my points count. So the score actually kind of does matter in this run if you're really trying to optimize your time. So the coin block that spawns in the world map, it spawns every 200,000 points. So I'm trying to make sure that my score is at a point where the coin block doesn't not spawn in certain levels, because it's not really a huge detriment. It just makes the beginning movement a little bit harder if the coin block is in the way when I don't want it to be.
Let's go.
It always amazes me that people have gone through and figured all this stuff out.
Yeah.
Trial and error, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretty crazy stuff. Like, for an example, another thing that's worth talking about is one of the main selling points of this game is to collect a lot of coins, as there's an external coin count. So when I'm back in the world map, you'll see that my external coin count says 9,999,999. And that actually does matter in the speedrun, because whenever I complete a tower or a castle, then the game has to count up my coins and then ask me if I want to save. But if my coin count is maxed out, then it cannot count up those coins, so it actually does save time.
Oh geez, so before you really start getting into speedrunning, you need to get that coin counter up.
Yeah, if you are really trying to optimize your time, then yeah, it eventually does become ooh, that's not good. It eventually does start to matter. So I messed up a pretty cool strat there. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that is okay. Carry the shell all the way to this point. There's a star coin down below, and that Kippa shell will throw. That shell will get that star coin for me. And there we go.
Mario number 1.
So because I'm trying to route in getting 90 star coins, one of the general rule of thumb for star coin routing in this category is it's pretty set in terms of what are the fastest star coins, and most star coins that I'm getting are usually like if I don't have to go through a screen transition, or if I don't need specific power-ups to get those star coins. So like some levels I'm getting 3 star coins, some levels I'm getting only 1, and then of course there's some like this one, for example, where I'm only getting 2. So it just all depends on. It took quite a bit of work to figure out which star coins are the most efficient ones to get in this run.
I noticed there was a skipped one when you were Mini Mario in that auto scroller that was just kind of off to the side. Is that a time cost?
Well, because I'm gonna have to go back to that level anyway, I will be getting it that way. I'll be getting it on the second visit.
Oh,
I just skipped it because it makes setting up that one skip that I did easier. Okay, so roulette blocks. So they're not random. Their cycle starts when you're near it, and so you do specific movement in order to manipulate what power up you want. So in this case, I wanted a star out of it, and so I kind of delayed myself just enough there in order to get a star, in order to save 4 seconds throughout that level. And now we got the next castle. And so right away in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and get P-Speed in order to fly underneath this part in order to get that first star coin. You're normally supposed to use a Bob-omb in order to get that star coin down below, which if you do it well, then it can be just an equal amount of time as when I flew underneath that part, but obviously trying to set the bomb up to blow up those blocks to get that star coin is much harder. So we go for the consistency. Now coming up is Lemmy Koopa, and this fight's pretty straightforward here. Gotta go and hit him once, and then normally you're supposed to use that button on the top in order to change the conveyor belt direction. And there we go.
Well, welcome.
And this is a pretty fun key grab. I just like to fly underneath that button, continuously press it. It doesn't really do anything because the fight's already over, but I just like doing it because it's fun.
And it saves time grabbing the key, right, when you're already at the top?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to fly up to... You want to grab the key from as high as possible, because the key does descend really slowly. Alright, so coming up now is World 5, and this is the first of the main worlds that we're actually going to complete. So World 5 is usually pretty long, but in this run we only do 4 levels, because there's a secret exit that I'm going to be getting in this level that skips a lot of World 5. This is, to me, the hardest world in the run, as there's usually the mistakes that are commonly made in World 5 usually add up to being a few seconds to several seconds, and it can be pretty rough. So we'll see how World 5 will go this time. Those 3 star coins were all obtained in very difficult ways. Those were all not as easy as I made them look. So I'm really glad that this level went pretty well. So get that secret exit, which will take us to 5 Ghost House, and this is another pretty tough level. It's a cycle-based level with the moving platforms, as well as in the next room, there are swinging ropes. Go down real quick over here to get this star coin. And then we're going to fly up over here, and this is our secret exit area. let's see what happens here. This room either goes really well or really poorly. Face backwards in order to get this boo out of the way, and so that way I can get into this door. And then that's not over yet. Gotta go through these boo ring. Hold up. Okay. So the reason I stopped there is because to get fireworks in this game, you need to end the level with the last 2 digits on the in-game timer be matching. However, in this game, fireworks are harder to get because to get fireworks, you have to get the double digits have to match the world that you're in. So in the case there, I'm in World 5, and the in a World 5 level, you get fireworks by having the last 2 digits being 55. So I was very close there to getting 55. So I saw that, and I decided to wait an extra in-game second, so that way I didn't get fireworks. So losing 1 in-game second is better than losing like 15 real seconds. Okay, so another auto-scroller. This one's like 2 minutes long, where I have to wait for this coin ship to go through the whole level. I will be getting the secret exit here. The gimmick behind this level is usually it's supposed to be like a level where you're supposed to get a lot of coins, which is good for like getting lives if you're trying to 100% the game, as one of the criterias of 100% in this game is maxing your lives. Since this is not 100%, I'm not worried about trying to get extra lives.
I did, something you mentioned earlier about it looking easy. I've always found it interesting because most speedrunners do make it look effortless, but I don't think a lot of people realize that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of runs they put into this.
Yeah.
You know, just perfecting everything.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the next level coming up, which is 5 Castle, has a major skip where normally you're supposed to ride grates across a large pool of lava, but with precise flying, I am able to skip it entirely. So we'll see what happens. If I the skip comes in 3 parts, and if I mess up any of the 3 parts, then I am dead. So we'll see what happens when we get there.
I will shut up for concentration purposes.
This way. It's a good
Alright,
time.
here we go. Gotta set up P-speed here. Okay, 1. Grab that coin. That's 2. And that's 3.
Nailed it.
So as you can see, I have to fly under some piranha plants. I have to make sure I didn't get hit by any dry bones, and I also have to make sure I flew in a way where even after flying in between a bunch of stuff, I still have to make the next set of platforms. So pretty tough stuff. And so what I did there was normally Ludwig actually jumps up the top of the screen, and then you're supposed to use these pipe cannons to hit Ludwig down and then hit him. But if you ground pound at the very peak of your jump, then you're able to hit Ludwig before he goes up to the top of the screen, and that saves 6 seconds on the first phase of his attack. So, very good World 5. And now we are going to World 6, which is ordinarily the last world of the game, usually. But since this is all castles and I have pretty much skipped like a good portion of the game right now, this is not the last world to run.
Let's go.
So starting off in 6-1, 6-1 has these falling meteors, which is random, but not random when you're going at full speed throughout the entire level. But there is a star coin that I'm getting in this level where it is guarded by a bunch of blocks that you're supposed to use a meteor to fall on, and how long it takes for a meteor to fall on these blocks is completely random. So fortunately, that was pretty quick.
Oh, right there.
Was that?
Mario number
That
one.
was right there for you.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. You can waste like 5 seconds, which I have gotten a few times before. So it can be a little bit unfortunate, but fortunately, this game actually has very minimal RNG. And even with the amount of RNG that this game has, it's very low variance. So this is very approachable speedrun. So this ghost house right here, normally very complicated to go through because there are rooms that kind of look similar to each other, but obviously as in a speedrun, you know exactly where to go.
Yeah, I'd get lost.
So again, I'm turning backwards so I can get that big boo out of the way. And then, if I do this correctly... Oh, okay, never mind. I was trying to set myself up to where if I wall jump precisely, then I would have saved 2 wall jumps. Unfortunately, I kind of messed the setup, but that is okay.
Well, next speedrunner.
This way.
Okay, so next up is 6-A. I got the secret exit of 6-Ghost House, and that secret exit allows us to skip quite a bit of World 6, as normally the levels that would otherwise have to do are usually really hard, but we have a pretty simple level instead, which is pretty good. The gimmick behind this level is there's rising lava, but because we go so fast in this level, you don't really see the lava rising.
One of those, if you do, you know you've done something wrong.
Yeah, one of those levels where if you speedrun it, then it's really easy. Otherwise, somewhat scary casually.
I love the artwork in the background.
Yeah, the background's really cool.
Mario number one.
Okay, so coming up is 6-Tower. So there's 2 parts to this level. The first part is a technical climb, and then the second part is a skip where you normally have to ride on moving platforms, but we're going to skip having to do that.
Imagine a lot of these skills would transfer well to something like Mario.
There are some stuff that that can transfer over to Mario Maker. Although a lot of the really good Mario Maker players, ironically, they actually do not run any of the new Super Mario Bros. Games. The really good Mario Maker players just happen to be really good at the new Super Mario Bros. Physics in Mario Maker. Okay, so the boss of every tower is Reznor from Super Mario World, and the way you fight him is just like how you fight him in Super Mario World, which is hit underneath him. However, unlike in Mario World, the fights are actually different for each tower. So, since this is World 6, this is usually supposed to be the last one, which will probably give us a allude to how the other Reznor fights will go when we go back to the previous towers. So there's a really precise trick here. Hopefully I can get... Okay, nice, we got that. That's a really tight P-speed to get in order to get that star coin and then fly through the rest of the level in order to skip these moving platforms.
I really like these side-scrolling Marios. I know I'll get crucified for saying I'm not a big fan of the 3D ones.
Yeah, I like the 3D Marios as well, but I specialize more in the 2D Marios. Okay, so 6-5 has these statues that shoot fireballs, and they are not random. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and weigh this thing down so I can get the spike ball to break those blocks in order to get that star coin. And then to get the next star coin, I gotta... Oh, that's... Okay, that's fine.
That's a tight jump.
Yeah, that is a tight jump. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That's a little bit rough there, but I still have 2 leaves, so that's good.
Number 1.
Power of the hat will pull you through.
The power of the hat, yeah. Okay, so coming up is Bowser's Castle, which is ordinarily the last level of the game.
It's a good time.
This level is action-packed with quite a bunch of things here. So we'll see what happens here. Starting off with the first level, we got some pretty precise movement. We're gonna go ahead and fly up over to this part in order to get this first star coin, and then there's gonna be a damage boost that I'm gonna do here. As there's not really a good way of going about with this without losing too much time. So we may as well do the damage boost, equip my leaf, and then... Oh, okay, that's fine, I think. Oh boy, it's gonna be... Okay, that's fine. Alright. No, I was trying to do a triple jump, which is really precise to do. And then right here, normally you're supposed to... Can I still make this? Okay, I can still make that. Okay, good. Yeah, so you're normally supposed to ride that block snake up to the top of this room, but I can just fly instead. And then here is the hardest part of this level, where these Koopalings are going to do their flash attack, and when they do their flash move, then I turn to stone. Unless... Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the example right there. What? Didn't mean to show that off, but...
For learning purposes, that's why you did it.
Yeah, for learning purposes. Yeah, so if you're not behind the walls, then you will get turned to stone. And as you can probably tell, there's a lot of parts in this room where if I was not behind the walls, then I would probably die. But fortunately, the part where I got turned to stone was not too bad. So fly through all these fireballs in the corridor room, and then here's Bowser.
There he is. The man himself.
Tough fight incoming. Here we go. Oh, I did it. Let's go.
I love the throwback to the original Mario where you just jump over him and hit the axe on the bridge.
Yeah. Nice little throwback. So if you do a precise jump over Bowser, then you're just able to just jump right over him. Otherwise, normally you're supposed to wait for him to jump and then hit the switch. But who has time for waiting? But oh no, what's this? The princess. I like what's going on here?
Oh, the bow on the cage.
Well, what are the Koopalings doing?
Sneaky buggers.
Oh, he's back, and he's giant. Oh, man. Alright, so, the escape sequence. So what we have to do is we pretty much have to go to the top as high as we can. This is an auto-scroller, so we can't really skip a lot of it. However, we can skip some stuff here, like what I just did right there, where because in vertical auto-scrollers, some things can spawn just a little bit before it shows up on camera. So I was able to fly up to the next part of the escape before it showed up on camera, and skip a little bit of time in the auto-scroller. And the way we do this is we actually count the number of times Bowser swipes in order to know when to fly up. So right there I counted 4 swipes, and then make up to the this part. And usually you're able to skip an extra swipe, but in this second phase you can't skip the 5th swipe, so you'll always do a 5th swipe no matter what. But on this third part, I can get up to the top within 3 swipes. So here we go.
Nutty.
And there we go. So usually this is where the run ends in most other categories, but this is all castles, and I have only completed 4 castles right now, so we still have quite a bit left to go. But this allows us to, if you're grinding attempts of this game and you've like reset it a lot up until this point, then like this is a good like 5-minute break, you know, use the restroom, get something to eat, or get a drink. So, yeah. So when I beat the game, you get access to Luigi, and that is by holding L and R as I reselect my file. So, chat, would you guys like me to switch to Luigi? Please let me know.
We'll see what they decide.
L. I'm gonna take it as L means Luigi, so I guess we are gonna switch to Luigi. So for context, there is no difference in gameplay between Mario and Luigi. They play exactly the same. It's just all preference, and it doesn't lose time switching to Luigi at all.
And I learned from the other video, same hitbox, despite the appearance and height difference.
Yeah, they have the same hitbox. They do have slight different appearances with some power-ups, like with the Super Leaf, Luigi has a fox tail instead of a raccoon tail. And then when you have the gold flower, then he's silver instead of gold. But yeah, aside from that, he's exactly the same.
Oh, I like that better. I always like silver better than gold. I had older siblings though, so I was always Luigi anyway.
Yeah, and whenever I run this game, and if I'm running this category, or even 100%, because on 100% you also beat the game early as well, but in those 2 categories, I usually like to play as Luigi during the post-game section. Just mainly because I just prefer playing as Luigi.
When you're walking through this credit sequence, is it a set number of coins that hits you, or is it random?
It's slightly random. You can either get 120 coins or 121. So, yeah, it's I guess it's slightly random, but yeah, when you're standing still, then yeah, you get like 120 coins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can move around and get more and get these coins if I want, but usually like whenever I'm doing this at like whenever I'm grinding attempts, like I'm usually doing something else during the credits, so I usually don't move around during the credits.
I think that 99 million is enough for Mario to retire.
Yeah, this does help add to our coin count if you're playing on a cartridge that doesn't have that.
When you look at those gold coins in context, they're like the size of a manhole cover.
Alright, the credits are almost over, and so we'll soon get back into gameplay. So the reason we beat the game early is because we have to beat the game to unlock Star World anyway, which Star World is required as part of the run. But the other reason we beat the game early is so that whenever we complete a castle or tower, there's not an extra cutscene, and so that does add up significantly over time. So we're playing as Luigi, and now we're gonna go back to One Dash Tower because we already did the other levels beforehand. I'm gonna go ahead and build up P-Speed over here, and hopefully I get this. Aww. So sometimes that piranha plant does hit me. And unfortunately, because he did, that means I am guaranteed to lose 3 seconds in One Dash Castle, because I gotta get an extra leaf, but that's okay. Not too big of a deal.
Thanks a lot, Luigi.
I'm already getting cursed. Yeah, so as you can see right there, normally there's a cutscene where, like, you know, the Koopaling takes Peach to a different castle, but that's not the case here in this post-game section, and also no save prompts either, so that further adds to the time save of beating the game as early as we can. So this post-game section is generally easier than the first half of the run, because because this is the point of the run where we are doing these early game levels. So it's generally easier, but there's still like some pretty precise tricks coming up. So it's definitely not completely free. So going into 1-5, usually in like a warpless run, we actually go to the bottom route and do 1-A, and that's and usually 1-A is like 50 seconds faster than 1-5, because as you can see, this is a water level. Oh, I want this. Because this is a water level, and obviously we want to try to avoid water levels whenever we can, if I do 1-A, which would save time, then that means I have to find a way to get 5 extra star coins for, in order to reach 90.
So you heard it here, avoiding water levels is a speedrun strat and just a general principle.
So we're gonna go up here in order to get this star coin. But because I messed up earlier in the level here, I don't have to wait for any in-game seconds for to avoid fireworks, because otherwise, optimally, I would get a 412 if I did everything correctly. But if I made like a minute mistake, then I would definitely get a 411. But I don't have to worry about that because I did mess up early on. Alright, so 1-Castle. So just like in 5 Ghosts, it does have these swinging ropes. and there are some strats that you can do with the swinging ropes, but I'm not very good at them, so I usually try to avoid the swinging ropes and fly underneath them. Oh, hold up. Okay, there we go. I need that star coin. Oh, that's not good. What to do? Okay, I think this is fine.
You're back.
Okay, back on track, Yeah, that is not a death that that has ever happened to me before. So I guess we got it out of the way.
That's your one.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so back on track. Now we're fighting Roy Koopa. Roy Koopa is very easy, so just gotta go ahead and jump on him 3 times like that. Alright, so World 1 completed. Unfortunate that death happened, but that's okay. That didn't really lose too much time. As far as the estimate that I set up for this run, so we're still good.
Let's go.
Just slightly uncharacteristic, that's all. Okay, so World 2 is probably the hardest world in the entire post-game section, which does sound a little bit crazy because, you know, usually World 2 is like the second world of the game. Surely it can't be that hard. But the hardest level of World 2 is 2- Tower, as that level is a cycle-based level, and the cycle that I have to make halfway into the level is very precise. So we'll see what happens there. For now, we have a couple of easy levels that we're doing before we get to 2- Tower. This level here has a vertical section that you're supposed to climb, but with the Super Leaf, I can just simply fly to skip having to do that. And get the star coin in the process. Alright, so coming up is 2-3, and again, just like in Warpless, we do 2-A instead of 2-3, because it saves 6 seconds. But again, that would also mean I have to find 5 more star coins, which is a bit inconvenient.
It kind of would take more time to get those coins than you save situation.
Yeah. Do a bit of a slowdown here. Oh, so I was trying to get a star from that roulette block, but now that I don't have the star, I gotta do the rest of the level without it. So that's gonna lose me about 4 seconds. Hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. I actually don't know what to do here without a star. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now coming up is 2- Tower. And again, there's a very precise cycle that hopefully I can get. This run so far hasn't been going as well as I want. So hopefully I can kind of redeem myself with it. We'll see. Alright, so the very first cycle I actually cannot beat, so while I'm waiting for the first cycle, I'm gonna get myself an extra leaf here. Nice. There we go. That's it. So you have just enough time to go underneath those spikes that were coming down in that part.
Yeah, that was close.
Alright, so another Reznor fight. And there we go.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Okay. Very happy that that level went as well as it did. If there was one thing I wanted to get out of all the things I've been messing up so far in this run, really happy that that worked out. So coming up in 2- Ghost House, the gimmick behind this ghost house is there is this giant boo that is going to be chasing us, and we want to always be facing right in this level. Otherwise, if I look to the left, then the boo will actually stop in place, which will actually stop the progression of the level. So it's one of those instances where you can make an autoscroller worse by facing the wrong way.
You said giant boo, you weren't kidding. That's a big one.
So we're gonna hit this vine block in order to get to the secret exit, and the secret exit allows us to skip a couple levels in World 2. There's a bottom path that'll take us to 1 level, whereas I have to do 2 more levels after the ghost house usually. And those 2 levels that I am skipping are a pain in the butt, so we're doing a pretty simple level instead. Simple in this run. If you're doing a 100% run, and this is like one of the hardest levels to do. Really annoying, because there are flying bob-bombs, and you have to use those bob-bombs usually in order to get all the star coins. But since this is not 100%, and I don't have to worry about getting those star coins, I can just simply fly over everything. Except for that star coin right there, which is really easy to get, so I picked that up. And there we go.
Ho-ho, number 1.
Okay, so 2- Castle has another major skip, similar to 5- Castle. So we'll see how this one goes.
Yes.
This one's a little bit easier than the one in 5 Castle, in my opinion. We'll get P speed, and then we just basically fly through the rest of the level.
I love that you can do that run and slide back and forth to build up P speed on smaller areas.
Yeah. And there's actually a faster method where you don't do that, and the window for getting that P speed is a lot tighter, and it saves a couple of seconds if you can get it. I opted not to do that because it's much harder to do, and I'm very likely to die even after I get the P speed. So Iggy Koopa comes out from random spots, but we have enough time to get to Iggy Koopa to where the randomness does not really play a factor in this fight.
Yes, I'm a winner.
So World 2 completed, and now we're going back to World 3, and because we already did about half of it, we're going straight back into the tower. And we don't need the mini mushroom this time around, so it's just simply just swimming up to the top.
Is that the coin counter, sir, in the bottom left that says 70?
No, the one that, well, I mean, that's the coin count, like, currently, but, like, externally, no. So that 1 star coin that you were asking me about earlier, I am gonna pick it up, because, me skipping through the 2 blocks that I went through in the first visit as Mini. I mean, it's still possible, but there wouldn't be any point in doing it, because I would still have to wait for the rest of the level anyway.
Is there a difference in swim speed between mini and regular?
No. I'm gonna grab this coin block. It doesn't really lose any time to grab it. I'm gonna go inside the sub area over here in order to get this star coin. And going into this sub area actually, in real time it's slower, but in-game, it's actually an in-game strat where it does save time on the in-game timer if you're going for like an IL attempt, but also I don't have to wait as long here. So in Warpless where I'm not getting star coins, it's not really worth getting that star coin. Or it's not worth going for that going into that sub area because you don't really need that star coin, so you just kind of just wait the whole thing out usually. Alright, so another Reznor fight, here we go. I believe this is the last one of the run, as we do not do the Reznor fight in World 4, which is the last world that we would have to do before going to Star World.
Just a bunch of Triceratops and
Let's
corn
go.
or rhinos, I guess, maybe?
I guess so. I guess it's a rhino. Looks like one to me.
I keep going to make like a Trent Reznor joke, but I don't know how many Nine Inch Nails fans are out there.
Okay, so this level is a cycle-based level where we have these rising poison water. There is actually a pretty hard cycle that I could have went for here, but there would have been no point, as I would have to wait for this cycle right here if I went for it. So grab all 3 of those star coins, and then that's pretty much the level.
Ho-ho, number 1. Yo.
Alright, up next is the Ghost House. The Ghost House has a lot of parts where I have to ride moving platforms to get to one part to another. But we pretty much skip quite a bit of that. Like right here, normally you're supposed to ride that all the way to this part, but you can just not do that.
Just choose to not to.
Okay. That piece speed is very tight. You have just enough room to get that. Otherwise, if I'm too early, I don't get it, and if I'm too late, then I just run right off. And then right here, you're supposed to ride these moving platforms up to the top, but I can just fly up to it instead. Grab that second coin in the process. Face left here, so I can get that boot out of the way as I get to this part, and this will take us to the secret exit. And this allows us to skip one level and go straight into the castle.
That's neat.
Ho-ho, secret.
Facing the other way just to make that boo move just that tiny little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, Three Dash Castle has spinning saw blades that we have to avoid. We're gonna go ahead and fly up to this part right here. Okay, good. Alright, now the second room has a really tight piece speed that hopefully I can get. If I don't get it, then there is a backup. Okay, we got it. So that allows me to fly right past that saw blade, and it saves 1 second over the backup strategy.
Yeah, it's not a long runway.
And that P-speed's good, because I flew over all those saw blades throughout the rest of that room. So getting P-speed there does save quite a handful of time. Alright, so now coming up is Wendy Koopa. So Wendy's gonna start off by flooding the room with water, and you cannot hit Wendy in the water. So you have to wait for the water to drain in order to hit Wendy. You can hit Wendy in the water with a fire flower, but it is not worth getting a fire flower just to save time this fight.
Oh, then you lose your tail, right?
Yeah, you lose your leaf as well. Okay. So, World 3 completed. Now we're moving on to World 4, which is the last world before we move on to Star World. And World 4 is another short world that we do. Normally, this is actually the longest world in the game. This is the world that has the most amount of levels out of every world in the game, but we only do 4 of them. So this is a very... So, you know, what becomes a really long world becomes very fast in a speedrun.
I don't know what it is though. It's always like snow levels.
They have a really nice aesthetic, that's for sure. I also like this. I don't know if you can hear if you're listening to the music, but it does have a. I do like the snowy, like remix to the overworld music to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the thing to talk about with this level is that there are those mini Goombas, and they decrease your jump height if they latch onto you, but with the Super Leaf you can just hit them out of the way and deal with them very easily. And then 4- Ghost House has a secret exit that allows us to skip a lot of World 4. And this is just another auto-scroller because we gotta wait for like these moving walls to progress through the level. How is chat enjoying the marathon while we have a bit of time? Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. As we raise money for, I believe the charity is called Child's Play. Yeah.
It's been on my computer screen all since Friday. Like some of them, just the practice it must take to do what you guys do is crazy.
Yeah, I've worked really hard in order to get to where I'm at. I've been running this game since September of 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been at this game for quite a while.
Let's go.
And yeah, my PB is 1:22:47, which is the world record for this category.
Oh damn! Congratulations.
Thank you. This is not a very popularly run category, but yeah. Anyway, so I got that coin block in the beginning there in order to boost right through that amp. Otherwise, normally you when you get hit with by an amp, you get electrified, and then you get hit, and then lose all your momentum. So you lose quite a bit of time if you get hit by an amp. So using the coin block in order to do a damage abuse through, in order to get to that star coin, saves quite a bit of time in that level.
Number 1.
Yeah, electricity usually equals bad.
Yeah. Usually, yeah, in these games, yeah, it's usually a bad thing to get hit by electricity. Alright, so, now coming up in Fort Ash Castle. We have 87 star coins right now, and we're gonna get all 3 star coins in Fort Ash Castle. Fort Ash Castle is another roulette block, where I'm going to get a star out of it, and then again it could save 4 seconds if I get it. Slow down right there in order to be slow enough so that way I can hit that star at the cycle that I want. And then now we just run through the rest of the level.
One to go.
Alright, so we go inside the sub bay right here, and there's a really cool strat hopefully I can get. Okay, we got it, but I got hit, but you know, but that's actually fine. So I do the damage boost right there. You're supposed to hide in those like small spaces in order to not get hit by those spiky balls, but that is really slow.
And that's like a weird crouch jump you have to do to get up that pipe, right?
Yeah. Normally I don't get hit when I do that, but I jumped just slightly too late, but that's okay. So, Morton Koopa Jr., as you can see, very challenging. You hit him, and then he goes off screen, and then he comes back to the top, and then you hit him. So, very challenging. Alright, so World 4 completed, and we already completed Worlds 5 and 6, so now we're going to go to Star World with 90 star coins. So all the star coins that we've been collecting has been building up for Star World, because you do need 90 in order to enter it. In other games, you need every single star coin, but in this game's a little bit different in that sense. So it's pretty much 8 levels, with the last level being the final castle. There are no secret exits, so it's basically just doing all the levels as fast as we can. At this point, we don't need to get any more star coins, or in this case, moon coins. So it's just doing every level as fast as we can at this point.
What are the moon coins get you?
The moon coins is just... Well, it's just... they're basically like the star coin equivalent for these levels. Which, you know, if you're doing 100%, then yeah, you do need to get all the moon coins in order to satisfy 100%.
Kind of an extra challenge thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, without the moon coins, these levels are basically really easy.
Let's go.
So, while I don't have much to talk about with these levels, you know, how are you enjoying this run?
Oh, this is good stuff. I love watching these side-scrollers release. Just the strangest little glitch. Well, not glitches, but what are we looking for? Taking advantage of certain mechanics that can just absolutely crack a level open and save so much time.
Yeah. Do you think after watching this run, it might inspire you to either you know, to at least play this game, maybe even speedrun it in the future?
It's worth a try. I've been looking at, you know, trying to get into some more of them. I mean, I did the GTA run on Friday. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot of practice. In fact, it's hard to practice because there's a 144-minute cooldown after you complete it.
Yeah.
But I've started learning the Majora's Mask speedrun that we'll see tomorrow with Tristnal.
Uh-huh.
Which is a really fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, Majora's Mask is a really fun run. Really looking forward to seeing that.
And the Super Harkinian people do such a great job with the recompile. That's what we'll be playing later for the Rando too, the Super Harkinian version of Ocarina of Time. Just a lot of quality of life improvements. Is this normally like a Switch game or a...
This is a 3DS game.
Oh,
New
right.
Super Mario Bros. 2 is specifically is a 3DS game.
I'm sitting here staring at the multiple screens.
I guess something to talk about with this level, it's not relevant in this category, but like in 100%, normally you go through this level as Mini Luigi, because one of the moon coins requires the mini mushroom to go to, but since it's not 100%, we don't have to worry about that. Usually this level's pretty scary with the mini mushroom.
Luigi did it.
Oh, good, now you have 31 lives.
Yeah. This game is really easy to rack up on lives.
Are those Koopa things doing a little dance?
Yeah, they dance with the music.
Oh, okay.
All the enemies, they dance with the music.
That fish looks friendly.
Ho-ho! Number 1.
Okay, 4 levels down, 4 levels left to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
The next game coming up is really cool. I'm watching that video. And just the choices you can have between using Luigi and Rabbit.
Yeah,
Changes how the levels work.
that's the preview for the chat. Looking forward to the next run.
Mhm. That was fun.
Ho-ho! Number 1.
Alright, this level is yet another auto-scroller. This one is really slow.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Excuse me. Well, in a way, it can be kind of like, you know, you relax and stress comes off a little bit because you can't make it go any faster.
Yeah, it can be kind of a blessing, but at the same time, it can also be a curse at the same time, because this is like a couple minutes of thinking about how you're gonna mess up the next 2 levels. I've definitely had that happen on World Record Pace a couple of times before in the past.
Oh, I tried to get in your head.
There is a sub-area that I'm gonna go into, and it actually does save a few seconds in this level, because this auto-scroller moves so slow that going in here in order to advance the level by a little bit is actually faster.
Wow.
And so where I am right now isn't very far off from where I entered that pipe, but it still saves a little bit of time anyway.
Who was blank white when you were picking up here?
So I guess while we still have the time, as we go through more straightforward levels, before we get to the castle, I do want to thank you know, Tristnal and everybody else on the organization team for putting together, you know, LTC yet again. I've been a part of this event since the very first time it started back in 2019. You know, I missed a year, I believe, in 2023, and then I don't think it happened at all last year. So it's, you know, really exciting to be back again after, you know, taking one event off from LTTC.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch. And yeah, no, it didn't go last year, unfortunately, but it's nice to have it back.
Yeah. Okay, so we're finally out of Star 6. Now moving on to Star 7. Again, another straightforward level because we're not focusing on getting moon coins here.
And then the big one.
Yeah, the big one. Just gotta simply fly over everything.
Yeah, that P-speed helps with so many of these levels.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so Star Castle, the true final level, is definitely not very free. The Koopalings are back, and they'll be back into turning us into stone. I got stone once already, back in 6-Castle. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So yeah, they're definitely back with a vengeance. At some point in this room, I'm going to do a intentional damage boost. And that's because I cannot turn into stone while I have iframes.
Oh.
Just like that.
Clarity chat, he got petrified, not stoned.
Yeah, so without that, I would have definitely been dead. And then regain my leaf in this room, and then coming up here, I have to nice. I have to ride this block snake through this room. Now, at a certain point, I am going to skip the rest of this block snake, and how I'm going to skip it is actually pretty precise. So it's either if I fail it, I am probably going to turn to stone and then die. So we'll see what happens. This is it right here. Okay, very nice. So they were actually that did look really easy, but that is actually very tight. As if I was just a few pixels off, I would have been turned to stone.
Well, see, I knew you weren't going to fail it because you already had your one.
Whoa. Okay, so who is the boss here? It's Dry Bowser.
This looks mildly familiar.
Just a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, this is basically the same exact thing as last time. Except when we get to the escape section, spoilers, the platforms that we stand on are going to be smaller. But aside from that, it's basically the same exact way as how I did the escape back in 6-Castle. And so when I get to the very top of the escape, there is a giant switch, just like in 6-Castle, and when I hit it, then that's when I will stop the timer. And looking at my timer right now, we are yet again gonna go a bit under estimate. Assuming I don't die in the escape. Surely that won't happen.
That was the hardest part for me, was getting an estimate, because it was like, if I make it too tight and I go over, then I gotta cut the feed. But if I go make too long, then I've got, 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley. Airplane reference. I think it was airplane.
So again, I'm counting the swipes to know when to fly up. By the way, I don't need P-Speed in order to do this. You can do this escape section without P-Speed, but it's much easier with P-Speed.
That thing you get when you're running to the bathroom. Or flying with a vacuum tail.
Time. 124.14. Alright. Not too bad considering the unfortunate death that I had in One Dash Castle, as well as a few other silly mistakes that I made in the run. So, yeah, that's new Super Mario Bros. 2. Hope you all enjoyed that run. And I have one more run left on this block on the schedule. Fortunately, it's going to be a short one, as we have a very short category coming up. So, yeah, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes with new Super Luigi U.